Hello.
After a good rigorous practice session, feeling nice.
And
Idli, sambar, chutney,
Coffee.
lovely coffee,
2 cups of coffee.
moong, sprouted moong, protein. Over the years, I got to learn a lot of things, not only from students, parents, but every program of mine, if it's an annual day or if it's an Arangetram, to a production, has taught me something every class. So every class I'm taken by surprise, oh I should have done this. There is a lot for me to correct. So I feel that it has given me a wider perspective to look at things rather than looking at it just the way it is. Like, for example, like the way all of us dance, we are different ages, different backgrounds. But still when we come together, there is something where each of us nurture each other, which I feel is very, very important. Even it teaches you in your work life or your family life how you try to accommodate it.
So, during the rehearsals, whenever we used to meet, initially we were, I'm sure everyone is facing the same thing. We were doing whatever ma'am was telling us to do. Go sit here, do this, do that. The moment she told us, in every element there is a piece that you have to emote, what it means to you. And my element was Bhumi. I was like, I don't know what it means to me. It's earth. I don't know, I never thought about it. You have to emote. Oh God, I don't think we choreographed it. None of us could do it. Okay, what does it mean to you? What are the emotions? And she sent us a write-up on what it means. So the write-up meant Bhumi is stable, it has a lot of health issues and things like that. And I was like, oh yeah, I think I can relate to this because I do have health issues. So we just couldn't, emote, but then she helped us understand what it means, and then we together sort of did that for each one of us, So initially it was like, ma'am is teaching dance.
Yeah.
But I think we started learning and growing with the production as and when we started doing more.
There's one step that I have to mess up. There has been not a single rehearsal. Today was one of them that I actually did it properly. Before that, I'm like doing with sight, and it's seen on my face. I feel like these are moments which really make you question your worth and your confidence at the
No,
same
but
time.
that step was her step choreographed. She had taught us until date she doesn't get it.
But I think that has been
That's been
easy.
That's a
Yeah.
easy thing.
Yeah,
She
so-
choreographs something and then something else only comes.
Yeah, it's my ability to retain stuff. It's just like it comes in the moment, and then when I have to recreate it, it just doesn't happen.
So for me, what makes me happy, I cannot pinpoint at any fun moment, but every time we take a break, I love to see the girls giggling, or doing to each other, or looking for water, looking for food. The moment food comes, everybody likes. Oh yes. So then Abhinaya comes
Adbhutam.
on its own, so we don't have to even choreograph that.
I think that's the worst question. Like, I'm actually angry most of the times because I was like, why is nothing going as per the way I want to? So, I mean, there's a lot of power dynamics that work because she has a certain vision and our visions never align. So, I feel like the mother-daughter, I think our work also overlaps into our relationship. But I think it's always a good thing because she's a mentor, she's a mother, and she has so many roles that she plays through the day. So I know how she transitions from one person to the other so quickly and so seamlessly. So I think that's really inspiring to really look upon.
So for me, I think Nidhi must have started dancing when she was in my womb. And again, seeing the older sibling Aishwarya, so she also, like, the older daughter goes, so the younger daughter also goes. I'm sure both of them never really liked dancing. But Aishwarya still liked because Aishwarya was very, very disciplined.
She did what
Was a very obedient child. Not that Nidhi is not, but Nidhi always has a mind of her own, which she's very creative. Nidhi is very creative, and I'm very structured, and Nidhi is not structured. So that's where the conflict starts. So if there is a particular issue, we explore, but we also go back to our own zones. We relax, and then we again come back. Then again, either we discuss it or we just resolve it. But Suchi Samanvay has brought out the best of each one.
To add to that, we talk about accommodating each other, and that we very clearly did when we were choreographing. So Nidhi is the most flexible. I am complete opposite, right? She used to show me steps, and I'm like, Nidhi, I can't do this. I can't. My leg doesn't go that high. So then we had to meet somewhere midway where I don't raise it that high, but I had to raise it to some extent. So we did that in the choreography. That okay, I can't do Murumandi. I have bad knees, or. So we met each other halfway. Kirtana was the one who was always doing Murumandi because
She's the youngest.
it's not that we just decided she's going to do it. We didn't even ask her if she can.
said no.
She never said no. So that way we've been very accommodating in terms of choreography also.
What we can learn in 2026 is a lot. I think we've never come from a space of documentation, but now we've gotten into a space where we have to document, which is very important because that's what the audience wants to know. They just don't want to see your dance performance or a production. They don't want to see your finest moments. They also want to see your vulnerabilities. So I think that has changed, and it's somewhere very important for artists to be able to accept their vulnerabilities and always not always show their best parts or their finest moments. So I think that is something we can probably take in 2026 is to really own up to our vulnerabilities and also be together during those moments.
Yes.
I was just going to say that, of course, well, as we document it, like we stay as true to the dance form as possible, as authentic. So you post your dance as a Bharatanatyam classical dance. Of course, fusion dances are very appealing and they're very nice. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you get recognized for being a proper classical dancer, I think that has a little more power. And if someone is coming to your page being like, oh, have you seen this dancer? She does this dance and she does it really well. And getting reach as a proper classical dancer is, I think it's a very, like a famous name.
I think in 2026, the fact that classical dancers are now being acknowledged and the effort to reach that stage, like the years of effort that we've put in, that is being acknowledged. So I think more of that and more of structure and discipline.
Yes.
More system in place for dancers. Yeah.
Now I feel that there is a lot of acceptability to the dance form now. Earlier I don't think people were looking up to Bharatanatyam or any other classical dance form as much because it was not easily accessible also to a lot of kids and students. Now there are so many artists who run their own academy, and ma'am has been doing it for so long. She's built a name, a trust, a goodwill, right? So if I have a reference, without this, they know I've been dancing, they'll immediately come to ma'am. So we need to keep it going with the authenticity that Kirtana mentioned. Of course, times change. You have to change. You have to add a little more, semi-classical bits to it so that audience can relate to it. But I think our forte or our motto should be, for NAFA especially, should be that we take on the technical aspects and the purity of Bharatanatyam for years to come.
I think the concept is not a very emotionally draining concept. It's a very matter of fact. It just exists. We know the sun, we know the moon. We know the sun, we know the moon, and the combination of the 5 elements that really comprises in our body, and our body is made out of it. We're just tapping onto those aspects of things that we already know, but probably giving it a artistic or a creative touch to it. So it's nothing emotional or mind-boggling that oh my god, I have to think too much about this. So it's a very matter of fact. This is what it is, and we've just tried to bring in our own elements of what this element might mean to us. So
He said that yes, it exists, right? We are not showing anything new, but to bring it as a production in 1.5 hour, I think that is maybe the first attempt. I may be wrong, but it is the first attempt to tell people that these elements exist within you and outside, and how we are relating it through dance.
One common thing I can tell you is punctuality and discipline.
Juhi just made a face.
Because I was late for class, like 10 minutes.
I mean, what I like about all four of them is come what may. It's exam, it's work, it's traveling, beating Bakola traffic and coming to class, which is the biggest challenge I think today. They still show up for class. So about Brushali, I can again tell you, discipline and putting across something very softly. Yes. If it's hard facts or if it is, but she's like I can tell you, like Shri Ram. It's like
She's smooth.
yeah, she's Kirtana, yeah, very playful. She's very innocent, but she's very headstrong. She knows that this is what I want and I'll get it. But she has her own ways and means. Joey, very matured, will think 10 times before telling anything. Should I not? Should I not? But there are times when she will hold back also. She will not come across with whatever she feels, but are very mature. So I think amongst all four of them, if you have to really reach out for a very mature decision is answer. Okay, now Nidhi. Nidhi, I can say very vibrant, creative, but very impulsive.
it's definitely not mother, it's definitely boss for me first.
Boss lady.
Yeah, boss lady, and second is she's too headstrong. Like if she sets her mind to one thing, nothing can change her from, like even if it comes to choreographies.
So I think it's patience, because she's very patient, not just with us, with everything around. And if you're talking only about the production, we've had multiple challenges in the beginning. She's been patient throughout, and we kept telling her maybe it's for the best, maybe it's for the best, and ultimately it did turn out to be for the best, you know. So she's been very, very patient, but by the end of it, the vision that she had and what she wanted out of it, I think we've achieved that.
Yes, yes.
Problem solver. Whatever problems there were, she always had a solution for it. And I think it's not just for the production, in general as well. Like I go to ma'am for a lot of it, like advice and everything, because that's the best.
Like I said, mother, because if you are in class with ma'am and you're just sitting, you can talk and talk and talk, and it is just continuous and it's very smooth, it's very natural. So you keep speaking to her, she'll solve problems if there are any. If you're feeling anxious about something, then she'll tell you that this is a part of it and this is how you can navigate through it, or this is something that is bound to happen and you need to change your perspective on it. Also finding the silver lining in everything. She helps us a lot with everyone.
Okay. Brushali.
Oh my.
Okay, Kirtana. Nidhi.
Oh wow.
Always. Something new comes.
Juhi.
Joey will be
Veera.
Veera.
I I'm still thinking in that mother thing only. So I'm just doing it. You can you're doing that in one of the steps. Oh yeah.
She's doing that.
Just like
Yeah.
About Vrushali?
It would be this.
Knowledge. And Nidhi?
I think that's only with you.
Yeah, your anger comes on me, no?
Oh, spilling the beans.
So,
She
ma'am,
looks at me as Rudra.
But when she looks at you like that, we also get it. End of the day, end of the day.
No. No, as I said, I started it as a passion, but I didn't think that I would sustain so long. I feel there's a lot of change that's happening. In between, there was a phase where classical dance was completely on the decline. But I feel now people have started recognizing the art form and respecting the art form. So hopefully, things should be much, much better.
I also feel that no one looks down upon an artist
Yes,
anymore.
yes, anymore.
Yeah, so there's a sense of acceptance.
So this was when I was in college. I just couldn't keep up. I think it was my 12th boards and I took a break. It took me I think a year or more than that to come back. And ma'am, I think when I came back, I couldn't adjust to the class timings of the batches that were there. She took me solo. And I was really struggling in the first few classes. I just couldn't sit anymore. But she was being patient, you know. It's not that I was forgetting steps or the items because it's all muscle memory. But I just couldn't keep up to it. But she was so patient. I did a few classes solo and then I joined a batch. I don't think any guru or any ma'am would do that now. You can't make it, you can't make it. You figure it out, you know. So that is I think one thing that we all will agree on, that you know that's what we keep coming back for, because we know doors are always open. And even if we try to quit, even in COVID, some of us tried to quit, but she kept telling us to come back, you know, just come back, and finally most of us did come back.
I genuinely don't think I ever wanted to quit, because everybody tells me that you should quit only from the perspective that there are sometimes I do a lot of things. I go to college, go to this place, come from here to there. They're like, you will not be able to get up the next day if you do it. So from that perspective, people used to always tell me that take a break or stop, don't go for a while or change the timings in such a way. So, but it just came naturally. For me, it was always confusing when I remember asking ma'am once when I was very small. There was a student who had come with their parents saying that they were not continuing because their 10th boards were. And I asked ma'am, why are people doing this? I understand it's an important exam, but it's also an exam, and you're coming for 1 hour class, and that will be a great way to release some tension. And she explained it to me from their perspective. Logically, it makes sense that they want to give focus on their studies and everything. But then
it didn't make sense to you.
It didn't make sense to me because I also continued during my board exam. Of course, the day before I would not come because I wanted to focus. But if there was no clash, I just came for class. So for me, it was always confusing. COVID, of course, is a little difficult. But I think that's the only thing that has remained. Like I have done drawing class, left. I've done tennis class and left. Every time, anything I have started, I have left except this. So I don't think I would want to, or I ever thought of.
It's a calling. It's an inner calling.
I think for me, I will never quit. That was the first thing I did as a kid, was start dancing. Even before I could write, I started dancing. So,
And you had a card at 7
Okay.
So my mother never had to force me. I chose Bharatanatyam by looking at these old dances of Vaijayanti Mala and Vaidyanathan. So I did take a break from my 10th standard, but I was always dying to start class again, and I think I joined late, 2-3 months later. So ma'am was always there. I used to come in the morning and then in the evening, and then I joined with Shashwati and Pritika again. So that is life for me. There is nothing other than dance.
I've never thought of quitting. I did take a break, yes, due to health issues, but I've always gone back to it because I think I've come to a stage of life where I only breathe dance. That is the biggest issue in my house because I breathe dance. I'm only thinking about dance. I'm only writing choreographies. So I don't think so there'll be any point in my life, as long as I'm alive, that I will quit. Any art form, I'm not saying only Bharatanatyam, any performing art is a must for every human being. It's not only the younger generation, even I have so many people who are 40 plus and 50 plus who want to learn. Yes, everybody learns according to their capacity, but I can see how they have transformed themselves as human beings. One is the discipline, one is the body flexibility. See, children at the age of 10, 12 and all, yes, you ask them to jump, they jump. 30, 40, they cannot jump. But yes, we do adjust as per their capacity. But I feel performing art is something that every human being needs to learn. With an open mind, also not come with an expectation of taking back some story or taking back something which they don't know about. So we are not showing something what nobody knows about. We are just putting it in a more structured format and in a more thematic. So there is no mythology, so there are no deities involved in it. So it is basically pure science. You know, I've seen a lot of dance productions where there is so much drama, so much emotions happening. So by the time people leave the auditorium, they go either feeling very heavy. Of course, that is creating rasa, definitely. But I want everybody to go happy and enjoy the performance the way it is. So because it's the first production of its kind, so I have
First
not
production of NAFA.
of NAFA, yes, first production of NAFA, where we own the music rights and everything, and of course the artist.
You own the
I own the
artist,
artist.
We don't share our
Because they're
artists
mine.
with anybody.
Because they're mine. So I just want people to come with a very relaxed mind, come with no expectation, just to watch a thematic presentation. That's it. More than calling it a production, it's a presentation.
To give the people of Mumbai a little change
Yes,
with
yes.
classical forms instead of
Yeah.
I think maybe somewhere realize their own emotions are linked with the sun, moon,
Yes.
stars, and the elements that they're showing. Maybe realize their feelings, their physical changes, or something around
Yeah.
those lines. Realize that and then implement that in their life.
Suchi Samanvay is a dance production, an 80-minute dance production revolving around the idea of the sun, the moon, and the 5 elements. Why you should come is because it is definitely one of a kind of performance. You will experience a universal individualistic language of humankind, and yeah, we just think it's a great space to come and explore and come and experience Indian classical dance at its peak.
So it's a very happy and sweet production, which all of you will enjoy the music as well as the jatis.
let's have fun with the elements.